They love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL is once again returned to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Raiders of Oakland. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL is once again returned to Oakland, California. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Raiders of Oakland. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he returns this to the 22. Start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 56 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He gets it to Thomas. Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Try. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The second down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. Herbert back to the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the option right, Herbert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Caught on the slant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Pacheco will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work. They hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Let's go now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Escaping and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. In motion, the tight end. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll come out in the pistol. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. To Touchdown, Raiders. Darnell Washington taking it in. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Slot man moves right. Play action. It's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First down now, but that clock rolling. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Herbert throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to go with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they move. To the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A 4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Back to throw again. Touchdown! From 30 yards out. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pat Surtain. his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this is caught at the 8, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders have opened the lead up to 30.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 48 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game, I don't know that anyone throws a prettier pass. Every time he throws the football, I just want to slow it down and have it be a highlight type of...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Offense set to get this drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Back to throw. Lamb. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. Touchdown. Jameer Gibbs. 27 yards. And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. And they'll get it to him on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Lamb. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far
and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead it was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start with no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3. The Raiders on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this. There he goes, left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Pass out left, finds Johnston. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Touchdown, Chargers. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Lamb.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Lamb. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now here's another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off play action. Lamb. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody,